Last one standing wins. Just go for it.
Planet 1UP.
Hey everyone, I am Nate and welcome back to Planet 1UP. In today's video, we are going to be looking at the top 10 best-selling games of all time. In at 10th place is New Super Mario Bros. New Super Mario Bros. By Nintendo sold approximately 30,800,000 copies. Released in Japan and North America in May of 2006 and a month later in Australia and Europe, this game follows the basic principles set by the Mario games on the Nintendo DS. Play as either Mario or Luigi as you scroll through 8 worlds with a total of 80 levels to defeat not only Bowser, but Bowser Jr. as well to save Princess Peach. In at number 9 is Wii Sports Resort. Wii Sports Resort by Nintendo sold approximately 33,090,000 copies. Released in 2009, this game is the sequel to another game on this list, and though it didn't do as well as the prequel, it was successful enough to make it into the top 10. Just. Bundled with the game was the Wii Motion Plus, which was an attachment of the remote that aimed to make the game even more responsive to the movement of the player. The game included bowling and golf like the original game, but it also had swordplay, wakeboarding, frisbee, archery, basketball, table tennis, power cruising, canoeing, cycling, and air sports. In at number 8 is Mario Kart on the Wii. Mario Kart on the Wii by Nintendo sold approximately 37,140,000 copies. Though it has made the list of the top 10 most sold games of all time, Mario Kart on the Wii is actually the 6th installment of the game released in 2008. Also, if you didn't include another Wii game from the list, then Mario Kart Wii would be the best-selling game on the Wii. The game was also incredibly accessible as there were multiple ways that you could play it. You could use the Wii remote on its own, put it in the steering wheel accessory, use the remote with the nunchuck, the classic controller, or even the GameCube controller. With 24 playable characters, different vehicles and modifications, different maps and power-ups, this game allowed anyone and everyone to play. In at number 7 is Super Mario Bros. Super Mario Bros. By Nintendo sold approximately 40,240,000 copies. Originally released in 1985, but wasn't released in Australia until 1987. Play as Mario or his younger brother Luigi in this sequel to the 1983 arcade game Mario Bros. Either solo or duo, make your way through the varying 2D levels of the Mushroom Kingdom as you aim to defeat Bowser and save Princess Toadstool. In at number 6 is Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Green, and Pokemon Yellow. The first generation of Pokemon games by Nintendo sold 45 million copies. The first Pokemon games, Red and Green, came out in Japan in 1996 and eventually to the rest of the world in the form of Red and Blue over 1998 to 1999. The best starter was Charmander. Let me know why in the comment section down below if you agree or disagree. You play as a young protagonist that makes their way through the region of Kanto in the hopes of becoming a Pokemon Master. To become this, one must destroy a criminal organization, defeat gym leaders in the Elite Four, encounter one-of-a-kind legendary Pokemon, and ultimately catch all 150 Pokemon. In at 5th place is PlayerUnknown's Battleground. Last one standing wins. Just go for it. PlayerUnknown's Battleground by PUBG Corporation sold approximately 50 million copies. PUBG was originally an Arma 2 mod called DayZ Battle Royale made by Brendan Green, aka PlayerUnknown, which was inspired by a Japanese film called Battle Royale, which was released in 2000. The premise of this game set the standard for Battle Royale game types. 100 players are airlifted onto an island where they must all fight to survive, looting houses and the bodies of the defeated to ensure that you have the best loadout, running from the damaging zone that forces the playable area to become smaller, forcing the best or sneakiest players to encounter one another. In at 4th place is Wii Sports. Wii Sports by Nintendo sold approximately 82,860,000 copies. Wii Sports is a sporting video game released on November 19, 2006 in North America, and in the following month was released in Australia, Europe, and Japan. It was a game that was packaged with the Wii console in almost every region that it was sold in, which is the reason behind the large numbers. The game comprised of boxing, golf, baseball, tennis, and bowling. I will say though, that some of the best content that was ever made from Wii Sports is all of the videos of people forgetting to put the wrist straps on. In at third place is Grand Theft Auto 5. GTA 5 by Rockstar Games has sold approximately 100 million copies. The game, published by Rockstar Games, has been released on a number of platforms over a couple of years, which could potentially explain the volume of units sold. In 2013, the game was released initially on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. In 2014, it was released on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and it finally released on PC in 2014. 2 weeks after initial release, GTA Online was also released, which allowed a number of players to play different game types with and against one another. All of these factors, as well as it being a good game with the continual release of online DLC, has ensured that this game has remained popular for the last 5 years. In at second place is Minecraft. Minecraft from Mojang has sold approximately 154 million copies. Released by Mojang in 2011, Minecraft was created by Swedish game developer Marcus Persson. There is no real objective to the game, but it is this that has resulted in the creativity of millions to run free within the game's engine. There is a creative mode that people use to make some truly amazing pieces of art, survival mode, which is pretty self-explanatory, and finally, adventure mode, which allows you to explore some of the maps that have been created by others. With this, people have created the different environments and places from Adventure Time, Pokemon, Star Wars, and more. Before we reveal what first place is, what do you think of the list so far? Have you heard of all of these titles? Have you played any of them? Let us know in the comment section down below. But it is now time for number 1. In at first place for the best-selling game of all time is Tetris. Tetris, originally released by Spectrum Holobyte, has sold approximately 170 million copies. A title that is known by many, Tetris is a simple and addictive puzzle game that was released on June 6, 1984. Tetris was actually made in Russia and was the first gaming software to be exported from the Soviet Union to the United States of America. USA. The gameplay is super simple. Form complete horizontal lines with no spaces to remove that row. Continue to do this and you'll level with the game tempo or speed increasing, forcing you to make decisions quickly. The blocks are actually tetraminios, which are geometric shapes made of 4 square blocks. Recently, a Twitter user found a very old manual that actually gave the blocks names. The L-shaped block is called Orange Ricky, the J is Blue Ricky, the Z is Cleveland Z, the S is Road Z, the I is Hero, the T is Tiwi, and the O is Smash Boy. That is it for this list. If you enjoyed it, please make sure you like as well as subscribe and hit that bell icon just down there so you're notified when we upload more content. I'm Nate, this is Planet 1UP, and we'll see you all next time. Bye!